This is the consequence of the vote you voted. And it's too early to cry now because actually the real problem hasn't come.
By NNPC making this claim?
Of course, who else is doing it?
Oh dear.
Those that pump and those that are in the subsidy scam, they just fill papers, invoices, and they claim subsidy on it.
We were buying toxic fuel in this country, fuel that will not be sold in any country or other country in the world. We're buying it in Nigeria. Nobody ever paid for that criminality. Nobody.
The issue of fuel price is affecting everybody in Nigeria right now. There are great mixed reactions, even for those who supported Jagaban are also crying. Now, ever since Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes president, a lot have been going on. There have been gbas front, back, and all that. I want you guys to watch this particular video.
I was privileged to serve as the chairman of the subcommittee 2008 and 2009 under the economic meltdown. I was one of the members, 3 of us governors and some other members with Mr. President as chairman. So I chaired the committee on subsidy and everything about the subsidy regime, and then the scam in the subsidy regime was discovered by my committee. And of course, since then, recommendations were made, which unfortunately were never implemented, and it's very sad. I'm sad to let Nigerians know that from what I saw, we came across situations where subsidy was claimed on pipelines that never existed. You just claim that they have pumped X amount of, either finished products or crude, maybe from Kaduna, from Warri to Kaduna.
By NNPC making this claim?
Of course, who else is doing it?
Oh dear.
Those that pump and those that are in the subsidy scam, they just fill papers, invoices, and they claim subsidy on it. In fact, there was an instance of a pipeline that was supposed to exist between Lagos and Warri. And tons of monies were collected on subsidy on a pipeline that never existed. This is Nigeria for you.
But I thought they were telling us that it is marketers and some other persons who are perpetrating the fraud. So NNPC is involved?
They are all involved in these things, all of them. Oh. All of them. And I must sadly also report that, you see, Nigeria subsidy, if it's that part of it that is actually goes for the subsidy, we go on subsidizing sub-Saharan Africa and Central Africa, because the bulk of these products are smuggled out of this country. Then who is subsidizing who?
Wait, that report that you spoke about NNPC, all of them being involved, was it submitted to the government?
Of course it was.
Government knows about this?
Of course, yes, they do. And attempts were made, but I'm telling you, it can be very frustrating in Nigeria to implement policies, especially where there are interest and a cabal that exists. It's just similar to what you have as this bunkering issue. Something of this, it can be stopped, but you can't stop it. It can be stopped, but the political will to stop it is not there. There are so many interests that are involved there. And that's what is leading Nigeria to where we are today. That at a point in time during the Jonathan regime, I know we hardly were pumping up to 1 million barrels a day. And the prices kept crashing. Then how do you manage the economy that is dependent on oil? So the subsidy regime, like I said, should have gone way back in 2012, 2013. Should have gone. Any person that is shouting subsidies are going to affect that, this is a selfish person. A person who is connected to the scammers that are killing this country.
What you've said is very shocking to a lot of Nigerians. Much as you say you are sad to tell, but yes, it's important that Nigerians know. And that means that all this while, the previous government and previous governments have been lying to Nigerians about this subsidy matter.
I think so. They didn't have the political will to take the decisions to remove it. All this, they say, IMF is pushing us, IMF is that, World Bank is... That is not the issue. In fact, I have one of my friends who is in the oil industry. We traveled to China with him, one of the presidents of Nigeria. He told me, my brother, because we were discussing the subsidy issue, say, I'm a member of the economic team of Mr. President. And when I went for a meeting, I told him, Mr. President, I called him by the side. I said, Mr. President, please remove this subsidy. He said, we are tired of making money. What? Yes, I'm telling you to God Almighty. He said, we are tired of making money, Mr. President. Remove this subsidy. Because he is a patriot and he's seen the scams that are going on there.
Goodness.
And he told me, he's alive today.
Won't your friend then say that they were tired of making money, understanding the scam? So did they tell you, why didn't the president go ahead and remove it? Because if he had that first-hand information, he should have acted, the former president.
I'm sorry, my brother. The president may not have done it because of the entrenched interest. It could even be at the risk of his life. But at least the president of Nigeria is adequately protected. If I were him, I would have bitten the bullet and taken the decision.
So why, yeah,
let hell fall, because the poor man out there is suffering and dying of hunger. Yeah, and we are busy feeding on them in collaboration with foreigners.
But at the risk of his life may not be tenable because he's very well protected as president.
Yes, so I'm just wondering. Probably, the whole thing was maybe shrouded in something very cloudy that you cannot understand. Because why are you a worker? Why are you? You are there to take decisions on a daily basis. And this decision can be right or wrong. You have the right to take those decisions. And you see a good decision.
Well, I want you guys to listen to what Dele Farotimi also said about these whole issues when he was interviewed in Arise TV News. We'll be right back.
Nothing in our country actually makes sense anymore if we are going to tell ourselves the truth. Reality is that what we do these days is that we just coast along and we just allow ourselves to survive. We have lived for so long next to what is essentially a rubbish heap that we've lost our capacity to smell. So we sit down in the midst of our mess and we eat, we drink, we party, and we forget. But thing is this, the government of Nigeria does not treat the people of Nigeria as human beings. It's not just about treating us as citizens. We are not treated as human beings. Let's imagine this. What kind of mentality, what idea governs a system or a country where the government believes that it is okay to budget 70 billion for less than 500 people and then give what is essentially nothing, crumbs, to so many? So when you now talk about NNPC, who is telling us that the petroleum industry has been deregulated, is still busy being the one fixing prices. When you ask them what constitutes this price component, NNPC can't tell me and you. The same NNPC that was given an institutional monopoly has today handed that monopoly to a company in which it had invested $2 billion on my behalf and on your behalf. And now that company is now going to be the operator of the monopoly that once belonged to the NNPC. And we are not meant to ask questions. We can't speak to demand how did we arrive at this price. The same NNPC that told all of us in broad daylight that it is doing direct sale and direct purchase, which meant it was giving crude and it was taking product. Up till today, we don't know exactly where and how the subsidy has arisen. Who was being paid? Nobody is telling who. So the point is this. We've gotten to the point where they just say things because they know there will be no consequences. If people believe that there will be consequences for their actions, if they believe they will be held to account and they will be asked to answer questions in relation to the things that issue forth from their mouths, I am certain that you will have less of this abomination strolling around in broad daylight in our country. We were buying toxic fuel in this country, fuel that will not be sold in any country or other country in the world. We're buying it in Nigeria. Nobody ever paid for that criminality. Nobody. Till today, nobody paid. They told us you are doing direct sale, direct purchase. Up till today, nobody is asking questions. And yet you are demanding And don't worry, before the end of this month or next month, they will tell us to pay some more. It's one blow after the other for the Nigerian. We've become like orphans, tossed around and beaten about by everybody in our space. The government has become the enemy of the people. And we, the people, we have to look beyond all these stupid, petty differences and begin to ask questions, because these are existential issues. They are legislating us into slavery. And we are all alive and well, and we are sat here and we are busy quibbling over nonsense, ethnicity, religion, and we are being systematically enslaved. All of us. Questions that we should ask, we are not asking. The one that should not concern us is what excites us.
Fuel subsidy becomes a great issue in Nigeria. Nigerians are suffering right now, and the fuel price is getting higher and higher every day. Now, I want you people to watch this video. We'll be right back.
Entire families of those who vote this idiot. It no go better for your generation upon generation. Those who vote on the basis of religion, it no go better for una. Those who vote on the basis of tribalism, say na it no go better for una. Now 10,000 how many liter? You never calculate am. How much you been done put before? When I wait first, can I calculate my balance. How much you don't put before?
900 and
900 I would think.
Let's do it like this, 10,000. Divide by.
You wish one be divided again.
70.
Not minus you go do.
No. It will be 16 liters and.
Okay, how many liters you don't put before?
Just one and.
Okay, now 16 liters now be 10,000 now.
16.
Okay. You know go better for all of now. I swear to God Almighty. Inside the bitterness where they take, I go they drive motor, they look gauge. Drive motor, they look gauge. Just like that, wake up for no warning, nothing. Say for don't leave the 540 where would they complain? Don't enter 670. Now official price with that too. It no go better for all of now. Where vote Tinubu? Say because saying I'm Muslim. It no go better for all of now. Go punish all of now. No go better for all of now. Now go die useless death. Our country they put suffering because of religion. No go better for all of now. Took one day Zabe Buhari aka adini ala tine mashi. Ana wala se kuzuna Zabe mana so popin banza he kuna sa Nigeria Zayana zwa. 600 and something now almost 3 liters of before. I know Sabi Yoruba for take Yoruba speak. I know where that when they speak Yoruba, make one talk for me for Yoruba. Make it tell them for me for Yoruba, make I speak for Yoruba for them. And you told Dibo fun APC àti Tinubu ko ni da fun yala abi no be say call yala re. God punish all of na idiot. Useless set of human beings. They carry us, they put backward because of una small mind of religion. And they talk here because they hear me. I want them beat me for here. Anybody will vote Buhari on the basis of religion, go punish all of una, idiot. Say you vote Buhari Tinubu because of saying a Yoruba person, because he vote religion, go punish all of una. Now carry una backward like because I not get how to move forward. Now go they put us backward. The carry they go backward. Say now this thing. Kai, you know go. Are they vexed? So I'm very very angry. This is not the country. This is not the country. You go see people they suffer and smiling. How much you can't they put now? You don't start they put on. This is where they don't they put 1 liter NEPA can't take light. Now closer they buy this. Closer they buy this liter. Closer they buy this liter. So come say Peter B they come just tomorrow. So that make I foresee fuel take follow him go celebrate his birthday. Now make I just close eye. I'm saying money day. Now they provoke how would they buy fuel 600 and what you call. Now they talk say all those who vote Tinubu on the basis of tribalism, on the basis of religion, go punish all of now. Me, I want me them beat me. I said I want me them beat me. I said I want me them beat. No, I want me them beat me. You have to beat me. You have to beat me. No, they beat me. I will fight for you. I want me them beat me. No fight for. I want me them beat me. This country don't tire me. Wanna kill me? Just kill me. I don't feel. I don't tire for this suffering.
Tinubu guy making money before he come up for seat.
Anyone quickly sharp get money, Abi.
So now the thing be that. So let him making money first before you come up.
I go buy beer today, say 600. Wait till they buy 450. Beer don't increase. Only today, far. Hero 600, Heineken 900. Make Supreme Court do it in the party. Go straight to go up now. We will tear this country. As I told last time, I come begin the run for DSS. So we not go tear this country apart to abeg. No talk abeg. I take easy. No, I no go tear him. I go talk him after off camera. Make them this country apart.
When people were voting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in their own imagination, maybe they thought, hey, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will favor them. Maybe there will be a specific filling station whereby they will be buying fuel separate and say, okay, you voted for me. Then just go to the filling station and say, Jagaban! Maybe they will sell fuel for you for 150 naira. Or on your mandate, we shall stand. Maybe they will sell for you 18 naira. But unfortunately, we always suffer these issues together. I don't want to even explain too much. I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
This is the consequence of the vote you voted. And it's too early to cry now because actually the real problem hasn't come. But when these problems come, we should solve them as a country. We should not see as a potential of politics. President Tinubu is taking certain measures, which are legacy measures of what he met on the ground. His own policies have not come out. When they come out, you will see that there are complications there because you have to run an economy. It's one thing to win. You can be an expert in winning an election, but you have to be an expert in running a government. And I haven't seen that expertise yet. Maybe when their cabinet comes out and they start to think. I haven't seen the sign of a thinking government yet, which is trying to manage the economy. If you see the contradiction in what they are doing, for example, look at the central bank.
On that note.
Anyway, I want to ask you guys, there are some information we are hearing right now that fuel prices are not the same in each state. So how much is fuel in your state or in your area? I want to know.
You have 500 naira to pay for fuel.
Oh, God, me I be a driver. I don't even pay 500 naira. How much I go come the carry person? Why? I know if you pay 500 naira, what 550 when they talk, I know if you pay them. Because the price is too much. I bet my president, Tinubu, begin to do something about this price when they talk. I beg, I don't take up beg Tinubu, make it do something. I don't dare here since the day before yesterday. My buy fuel to drive my keke so that I go feed the carry passenger. I know fit. I know fit. To buy water for us or can. No way to buy water. All the poor people where they sell water 2029. They said no water, no food to buy to take on generator to pump the water. I never bath. Since yesterday I never bath.
You never bath?
You know the smell. You know the smell from my body.
Wait, you the smell?
I the smell.
Then come out for ya.
I want to come on one by one.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. No worry, you go get water, you go bath.
And how is this fuel subsidy affecting your life or your business? I want to hear from you in the comment sections. And for everybody who voted for Tinubu, how are you feeling right now? Do you also believe that, okay, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing the rightful thing? Or should you just fall down and wait for him to finish his tenure and wait for the next 4 years? I'm not saying that he's not doing anything, but whatever he do or did good, it will be benefits to all of us. Whatever he did wrong, to also affect all of us. We all are in this together.
Nigeria, my country, yo, what's up, Baba? Everywhere don't ready. 400 600 or something. But I bless the administration who call the favor any family. Bro, but Nigerians really decrease. So they complain about something. Everybody shout this administration will favor me and my family. Now you and your family make us go vote. So you think say you don't get family where Buhari administration favor? No, they ask you think say you don't get family where Buhari administration favor? Is it about your family? Is it about them? As they ban Nigeria passport from entering Seychelles, they might not those family where Buhari regime favor. No. As they ban us from going to Dubai, you see say they can select the family where favor. Anything will affect Nigeria will affect all of us. We see they complain, they don't go collect loan for IMF, $800 million. They offer denial like say no be loan. Baba na loan, no let them deceive you, na loan, typical loan. Then inside they want you 70 billion. 70 billion. They renovate chairs, furnitures for House of Assembly. Chair where they'll take sit down, make wrong decision. Baba, who collects a loan that huge to do renovation of furniture? Are you crazy? Collecting a loan has never been a problem. It's not a bad thing. Wait till you take the loan due, and they determine whether the loan is a good thing or bad thing. You can't collect a loan that huge to consume. No, you go collect them to invest, bro. We have depend so much on oil, and that's why Naira cannot compete. See, Naira now, a pound is 1,050 Naira. But we can't compete. We can't. All those heavy duty ship where they come Nigeria, where they carry all those goods, they come. Bro, they literally go back empty. Now common mass. So we paid up. It's like when you go charter car from Ibadan, they come Lagos. If the car no dey sure saying go see passenger to take carry go back Ibadan, he go charge you for to and fro because he no fit blow empty. You see, so number one, we they get everything wrong. We have relied so much on crude oil. We know they even say that much anymore. But it don't full everywhere now, bro. You cannot, a man that has one stream of income can never ever compete with the one that has multiple streams of income. As a nation, we got to look beyond oil. But no, Baba, they will collect loan, they collect loan. How you collect that kind of loan to consume? You collect that loan to share 8,000 naira. Now what would they ask you for? That's how they were collecting loan to pay subsidy. Why you did? Man, this country, see, Nigeria don't fold up, no worry. Last, everybody clear go eye. We go understand why we truly, as a nation, need to move from consumption to production. Otherwise, Baba, this now just intro. And it's first of all, introduction. Anyway, I wish us all the best. Those people the regime go favor them and their family, Baba. Well.
Anyway, this is one going to be ending our video today. If it is the first time of coming across our video, please take a few moments of your time to subscribe. If you do, turn off the notification bell so you'll be amongst the first person to be notified anytime we upload a new video. God bless all our returning subscribers who share our video, comment, and also like our video. God continue to strengthen and bless you. Please, if you watch this video to this very moment, I pray all your good heart desire be met in Jesus' name. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps our videos to grow. And we'll see you on our next video. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Oh. Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Plan B TV.